Being separated from my twin was jarring. You think about it, together from birth, actually before birth, in the womb, there was a trauma that came with that.
That closeness that you automatically have, innately have, is now severed. The person that you had to perhaps confide in or really kind of understood you is no longer there physically anymore.
I was incarcerated exactly 30 years, 10 months. The last memories I had of myself and my sister prior to incarceration was her getting ready to go away to college. And I remember years later talking to my mom, and my mom told me, at the time you were arrested, I really lost both my children. One was going away to college, and another one was going somewhere else.
My relationship with Shawn, we call him Shawn when he was incarcerated, not necessarily very close. I think going through my own traumas and reconciling, his crimes kind of separated us a bit.
I went away and left her holding the bag, having to explain to our friends or comfort my mother. And I think maybe there was a part of her that resented me for that. So I didn't really get that until years later. There was a strain. It was never a dislike or a hatred or anything like that. There's collateral damage to crime, to incarceration. She suffered some of that collateral damage.
I think what shifted the relationship was the realization that there was a chance that he could possibly come home. And so it would have to be rebuilt in some sort of way. And so I think the brain shifts and you start to think about, okay, now what? So what do we do?
IGP's role in my release and my pre-release was significant. I mean, IGP really has been with me every day since I first signed up on that sign-up sheet.
I knew nothing in terms of what to expect with the release. So they made it possible for me to connect with a support provider that really, gave me some insight on some things that Shawn was going to be experiencing, some things that I was going to be experiencing, how those things were okay. My experience with my brother immediately after he was released was phenomenal. It was indescribable, really. Just knowing that now I actually have a brother because he was absent all of these years.
One of the things that jumped out to me was how much it changed. When she had her children, I was actually in solitary confinement. I remember I still have the picture that she sent me. And when I got out of solitary confinement, they were teenagers. And to see them from that point to now, where they're young women, it kind of made me think, damn, where did the time go? How much time we had lost.
We hugged, we talk every single day and throughout the day, talk about different ideas, goals, aspirations.
So I think time, age, maturity, you get older, you start to appreciate family more than maybe you did before. I know I started to appreciate her.
He worked so hard, did the work, did exactly what was maybe not even expected of him. He surpassed that and he was able to gain release. And so that part I think is really, really special and touching, the fact that he really triumphed over that entire experience over a 31-year period.
I actually want to thank IGP for being there, for all that the organizations and the individuals that make up the organizations have done for me. I don't know that I'd be here, quite honestly, without IGP.